We begin with Psalm 88, a prayer in confirmation of faith. The intention of the psalm is apparently a psalm of instruction to be sung in respect on the occasion of sickness or infirmity, for it is a description of an afflicted man's suffering and was employed mainly in uttering sentiments of grief upon occasions of great sorrow and lamentation. The psalm has altogether a mournful and desponding character, and though the psalm begins in despondency and gloom, it ends, when coupled with Psalm 89, in a psalm of joy and triumph. Perhaps it harkens back to Job in 19:13. He has removed my brothers far from me, and my acquaintances are completely estranged from me. And then in 19:19 it reads, all my close friends abhor me, and those whom I love have turned against me. Since the inspiring Spirit of God designed the book of Psalms to be useful in all ages to all people, it indicates that the God of Israel is aware that the state of mind as one who is being described might occur again and again in human lives, even in the lives of good and godly people. It was appropriate that such a condition of utter despondency, especially in the countenance of a good man, should be addressed, in order that others might see that such feelings are not necessarily inconsistent with a child of God. Our Lord well understood the meaning of loneliness and a sense of abandonment as he hung upon death's doorstep. When our sin was laid upon him, he was enveloped by darkness and cried out with a loud voice, my God, why have you forsaken me? The psalm divides into two parts, a man whose soul is greatly troubled, and a prayer for mercy and deliverance from a sense of abandonment, leading into Psalm 89, which is the final psalm in the Jewish arrangement and closes the third book of Psalms. Psalm 88 and verse 1 reads, O Lord, the God of my salvation, I have cried out by day and in the night before you. The psalmist confirms his faith in his own salvation, and this may be his only basis for hope in the entire psalm. His prayer is both personal and intensely earnest as he cried out to our Lord. The intensity of the plea for comfort is that which a child uses to motivate a loving parent in hopes that they will intercede in pity. Evil is transformed into good when it drives us to prayer. Did you notice that the prayer was targeted? It was more than just a howling in the wind. It had aim and direction. Jesus puts a point on our arrows of prayer when he told us to pray to the Father, asking everything in his name.